Patriots notebook, source says Shea McClellin out for season with concussion. Patriots linebacker Shea McClellin suffered a setback during a recent practice and likely is out for the season, according to a source. While the injury never was declared, it was a concussion that put McClellin on injured reserve to start the season, the source said. He had been eligible to be activated this week to play against the Denver Broncos during the 3-week window he was put on the clock, but the source indicated McClellin suffered another concussion. So there isn't much likelihood of him returning. With the loss of Dont'a Hightower, and the veteran's ability to play multiple positions, McClellin's addition would have helped. The Patriots still have one return designation to use. That could go to either defensive lineman Vincent Valentine knee or wide receiver Malcolm Mitchell, knee. Neither Valentine nor Mitchell has been put on the clock toward a return. In other injury news, right tackle Marcus Cannon, ankle, defensive tackle Malcolm Brown, ankle, and wide receiver Chris Hogan, shoulder, were among the missing in action during yesterday's workout. Their status for Sunday night's game in Denver will become clearer as the week progresses. The Pats signed veteran defensive tackle Ricky Jean-Francois, who was on the practice field and wearing number 94. The 30-year-old should provide some depth at the position. Jean-Francois started the year with the Green Bay Packers, was cut, then returned to the team later in September before getting released last week. He played in 6 games and registered 2 tackles. A 7th-round draft pick by San Francisco in 2009, Jean-Francois has appeared in games for the 49ers, Indianapolis Colts, Washington Redskins and Packers. To make room for Jean-Francois, the Patriots officially placed Hightower, torn pectoral, on season-ending injured reserve. Aside from football, Jean-Francois' claim to fame is owning 30 Dunkin' Donuts across the country. Offensive lineman Andrew Jelks was put on the clock from the reserve, non-football injury list. Jelks, who can play either tackle or guard, was at practice, so he now has a 3-week window for activation. The Pats also signed defensive tackle Mike Purcell to the practice squad. With first-year Broncos coach Vance Joseph announcing he was sticking with Brock Osweiler as his quarterback, the Patriots dug up game tape from a 30-24 overtime loss in 2015. Osweiler played pretty well in beating the Pats in Denver on that snowy night. He was 23 of 42 for 270 yards, a touchdown and an interception. These days, however, he's a far cry from that quarterback, having flopped during a stint with the Houston Texans. He then was traded to the Cleveland Browns in March, released on September 2, and signed that day with the Broncos. On Sunday against the Eagles, starting in place of Trevor Siemian, Osweiler completed 19 of 38 passes for 208 yards. He was picked off twice and sacked 3 times. He had a 530 passer rating. Pats coach Bill Belichick was asked if he was studying the 2015 tape or the more recent games with Osweiler. "We'll see most all of it," Belichick said. "The most important thing is what he's done in the offense that he's in, and the reads, where he's throwing the ball, his progressions in the current offense. We have a familiarity with players when we've played against them. There are certain plays that stick out that are worth noting because of the player's athletic ability, or his experience, or in this case, a throw he was able to make, that type of thing. So there's some relevance there." But we're 8 games into the regular season here. There's a lot of good tape on Denver to watch, including his role last week. The Patriots will have to be watchful of linebacker Von Miller, who has terrorized Brady and the offensive line in the past. Belichick said Miller, 8 sacks this season, has a combination of skills that make him special. He's got speed, power, he's athletic and quick, so he can win with quickness on inside moves, counter moves, Belichick said. He's a smart player. He makes some plays instinctively or with some anticipation so that he can get a half a step and jump on a play. He gets off the ball very quickly, and he's a hard guy too. It's hard to beat him to the punch.